Yeah. I know that there has been cancellations afoot at Warner Brothers or Warner Discovery now. I have to call them by their proper name. Because we obviously all heard about Batgirl getting cancelled. You know, what a shame. The world has lost.
Pour one out.
But yeah, there's
from a homo.
Dicks out for Bat.
Everyone wanted to see that movie more when it got cancelled. Let's be honest. Like no one did before it was cancelled.
Well, no, it's the only time anyone's wanted to see that film. It's when it got cancelled.
It's just Cartman Land. Like, yeah, this is the best theme park in the world, and you can't come, especially Stan and Kyle. Like, yeah, the more you tell people they can't watch something, the more they want to.
But no, what's interesting though is like this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the things that they've shit canned. I think it ultimately comes to something like $780 million worth of movies and TV shows that they have cancelled in terms of upcoming projects.
Yeah, they wanted to save $2 billion, so we can take them all as tax write-offs and just claim it's a saving.
It's an interesting one because even something like Batgirl, like okay, they've lost $90 million, which is actually a tax write-off because it's an expense that doesn't have any like incomings to recoup it. But anyway, they would have had to expend another $100 million advertising that for a movie that was never going to make back that money anyway.
Wow, it's something people don't talk about a lot with like companies, but opportunity cost is such a huge part of like the decisions that these companies make. You don't have infinite money. You have limited time. You have limited resources. Of course, I've got a lot, but it's still finite. You need to make decisions about what projects you're going to make, how much money they need, and if you're going to put money into that, how could you use that money elsewhere to make more money? That's these are the decisions they're making. So like, it's not a sure thing that you can just like, whoa, you spent a lot of money, so you'd release Batgirl and recoup it. It's like, maybe not. Maybe it's not worth it. Who knows?
Well, especially if it damages the brand. Yeah. They could do another Batgirl film now, and it's not damaged by that, and people may go and see it just because of, everyone thinks this one was awful and want to see if it's changed.
It was going on HBO Max. This wasn't getting a cinematic release either.
No, it was. It was originally. That was the plan. It was going to get a cinematic release.
What a tumultuous
that film. It's because, it just seems like DC or like Warner Brothers can't make up their mind on what they're doing. They definitely can't catch a break, that's for sure. But like, they just can't make up their mind on what they want this universe to be.
I've got the solution. Jared Leto Joker solo movie crossover with Morbius.
He plays two characters. He can do the marketing like
joking time.
It's joking time, yeah.
Jared Leto and Morbius. Jared Leto is
They team up to take out Amber Heard's mirror. So
wow.
Yeah, and let's see how that goes.
The best thing
with Tommy Wiseau as the commander, the grizzled commander.
It's like the best I can equate DC on film to. It's like the world's greatest sprinter who keeps breaking his own legs before like the fucking 100.
Like he
Oscar Pistorius,
like deliberately, like he's literally grabbing his legs and breaking them before he stops at the run.
As he's about to run, he can see a saw blade just like a few meters ahead of him, and he just charges straight into it anyway. I can jump over it. I've got legs. Oh wait, no, I don't.
And then you got Marvel, who are like winning by hideously releasing terrible projects next to them. Like,
you gotta wonder though, like, are they happy with Love and Thunder's performance? Like, surely they're not.
No.
That as you said on Twitter, that's topping out at like 700 million or something,
which is less than Ragnarok.
Today it just crawled over 700 million worldwide.
Fucking disastrous.
It's gonna be lucky to hit 750.
I think we can all agree, though, that's still way more money than it ever should have made. That fucking abomination didn't deserve any money.
I guess.
Yeah, but this is one of your few remaining big hitters.
He'll never hit as big as Cap or Iron Man, and he certainly can't if you're gonna make these his movies. Nobody's gonna want to fucking see these things if this is what they are.
I think.
Did you see the casting for Iron?
What's that? Oh! Actually, I heard stuff about Ironheart because Mauler, something you mentioned that really upsets you about Iron Man 3 is that that we never got to see Iron Man contend with magic. Well, your wish has been granted because apparently in Ironheart, that's what's going to be the case. Ironheart versus magic.
Yeah, but we got
one of the things, right? I don't care all that much. Like with She-Hulk, okay, she's supplanting the Hulk. I don't give a fuck about him. Like
I'm so scared for Daredevil, man. I'm so worried about what they're going to do.
I'm sure they'll tell her she's amazing.
Yeah, Iron Man is like my boy. Like that's the one character I really care about, and it's like I know that they're gonna
shit all over him.
They're gonna shit all over him, and they're gonna work to like destroy his legacy and be like, well, Tony was a misogynist. And he slept with women all the time. And
and he didn't support the Avengers financially. He let them all
because he just let them all toil in poverty.
More. He just didn't. He didn't support the black.
They don't get to do it because in Age of Ultron, there's a line where he says, "I pay for everything." Like,
yes,
right.
You don't get to change it, but you will anyway because
you have the story you want to tell, and you don't care about what was established before.
Well,
but I guess that's
Ironheart has cast the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race and a female Australian girl who goes by they, he pronouns with hairy armpits.
Okay.
Like, I don't even, like, I never know if anyone's joking anymore. That's the problem.
No, this is true. This is God's honest.
That sounds like something Twitter would, like, come up, like, if you go on the Rings of Power and look at the comments, that's the kind of level of comments you've got there.
Ironheart's gonna be great. I can't wait.
But the thing is with DC, like, if you've got a money man in charge, there's sort of the great universe balances. If you've got really good stuff coming out, they will ruin it because they won't let you do what you want to do. They want to do it the cheapest way possible, the most efficient. If you're coming out with trash, though, they will also balance it the other way. Like, you can't release this. This is awful and just a waste of money. And so I'm all for it, just for the fact that at least he's getting rid of awful stuff. He's not going to make anything amazing, but he's not going to let them release trash. And at the moment, average is an improvement.
Well, I guess
this is MCU, so,
well, I guess we're talking about Warner Brothers, right? With DC, Zaslav, the new guy who's...
Yeah.
I was going to say, in the terms of the list of things that have been cancelled as a result of like these cuts, like by Zaslav. So you've got Batgirl, obviously. You've got Supergirl, which is also
Strange Adventures
block. Justice League Dark. You've got the Superman reboot that was going to give us Black Superman. What a shame. You got the Green Lantern series. You've got Legends of Tomorrow, and you got the Flash series, but also potentially the Flash. With Ezra Miller.
Did you see the thing that was discussed today? Apparently, there's 3 options that Warner Brothers are considering. One of them is Ezra Miller comes out and explains what's been going on and then does limited press. The second one is they cut Ezra Miller out and then recast the character. And the third one is they cancel it.
Well,
but that's like a $200 million movie.
There's been some new news today.
Wait, what's the new news?
The Vermont police haven't just charged him with felony burglary. He's now being questioned about the whereabouts of a woman and her 3 children.
Oh, Jesus
the story of Ezra Miller is insane.
Yeah, if that stuff goes the worst direction possible, then I could see them cancel the movie.
Oh.
Like
I could
do better making a movie about his life.
Yeah,
make a movie. That would pay better. Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking Netflix documentary. They will. That's what happens when you go nuts and do shit like this.
Honestly, like when it comes to backing horses, they picked the wrong ones. Like they have Amber Heard and they've got Ezra Miller.
And especially when you consider that Ezra Miller was meant to be leading what seemed to be the reset film that was going to lead into the new era of DC. I don't know what that looks like now. I have no idea.
Well, yeah,
get Grant Gustin. Get Grant fucking Gustin and reshoot.
He's certainly earned the role, I would say.
I would say that Grant Gustin seems to have earned the role. He's been on that show for 9 years? I'm sure the show is awful, but he seems like a nice enough person.
That's what I was going to say.
The show is awful.
The clips I have seen, that poor fucker has been giving it everything.
He's trying so hard.
He reads those scripts and he's like, Jesus Christ, fine.
Yeah, but if you see like since like series 7 or something, everyone's checked out. Nobody gives a fuck.
Because it's
I mean, that whole universe is dead now, isn't it? This is the last of the Arrowverse, and then that's it.
I think when you're at that point of movie making / acting, it's like McDonald's, where you come to work. It's so processy.
It's just your job, you know. Yeah. You go in, you clock. You're probably more than 8 hours, probably.
It's been like that. It's been like that for years now, really, hasn't it? Especially
that's
on
what I
the
mean. Like to the point where he probably doesn't even care that they're getting cancelled. He's probably like, all right then.
Yeah, I guess that's
that
the
was
end of
fun.
that chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, they were going to replace the Arrowverse with the Naomi-verse. So that was an interesting one.
Well, I mean, there
Naomi
was
the,
talk of the Naomi-verse, yes.
That was the show where...
we don't want crossovers, because our characters will stand on their own and cross over into other people. So that, like, the quotes that came out of that was amazing.
Was that the show where there was the clip where the character, like, flew up, but it looked like they had taken a PNG file?
Well, I'm just thinking about the end of Crisis Over the Earth, where they had the little
Justice League. Oh, my God.
And
the little table with the little stitched on. They had their final battle in, like, some construction yard in Vancouver.
I thought it was like a car park behind.
Yeah, it was just like some industrial lot in Vancouver. Like, they fought the giant anti-monitor guy, remember? And he was
so bad.
Oh my God, that was the fucking worst thing. That was the worst thing. Like,
I could totally see like someone taking over control of DC, seeing projects like that in production, being like, "What the fuck is this?
What were you thinking?
How do you expect to make money?" This is
what about the Black Canary TV series?
We're wasting our money.
Yeah, exactly. You're wasting money on. I've seen a lot of people say that DC's been more interesting than Marvel lately because they've just thrown everything at the wall. I find this to be a weird statement. It implies that like you couldn't have good movies if you tried to have something that was more cohesive. And you think about the good movies in DC lately, that they're mostly the ones that have nothing to do with the extended universe. We're talking like Joker and the Batman that are totally segmented away from that universe.
Which is their argument. They're saying, like, see, we end up with that when you don't try and link everything. It's like, no, Marvel are just really bad right now.
Marvel are doing
really
a bad job.
Bad at it.
For a time, they were doing an okay job. And the potential is really there. But just because they're doing a shit job now doesn't mean that it can't be done with DC. Yeah. And, you know, like... I think I would like to see, as much as I do like Batman, the Batman, and want it to continue, like, you know, on its own trajectory. It'd be cool to see Batman actually with Superman as best friends working together, you know? Or like him going up with the crazier villains in his universe.
Well, let's be
Cool
honest,
to have a Justice League.
Culturally, we've been in this weird position where everyone assumes we've had plenty of, like, dare I say, classic, normal Batman and Superman. So every time it seems like it wants to be subversive, when it's just like, hey guys, it's been long enough.
It's been a long time.
Let's get a normal Superman and Batman again, please.
That would be cool.
Give us... Because Superman especially, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's been so long, and, like, it would be downright bold to do, like, a Boy Scout Superman who's, you know, small town, helps people with a smile on his face, deals with normal problems, and is very grounded.
You'd just be like on the edge of my seat the whole time, waiting for him to toss an enemy into a building, and just like, please don't do it, don't do it,
don't do it. Or like
punch
he
a
does
kid
it
in the face.
No, he needs to drive through like a petrol station, blow it up with all the people inside.
Make sure there's babies inside.
What about my baby? Fuck your baby.
He's like flying them in first.
Yeah, he gets them all in. Blows it up. Hey, high score.
I guess maybe this is a question to ask. What do people expect will be like the end outcome of these changes at Warner Brothers? Like, what do you think DC is going to look like in 5 years?
Probably a mess.
It really depends how much power he's got, because he's going to face rebellion from his entire company, and I don't know whether he knows it or whether he's like prepared. Like, if he goes around and starts doing what he's like talking about doing, all journalists will turn against him, all the press will turn against him. His own like you'll have walkouts and there's what do you mean?
Good, you're getting rid of the wrong people.
No, I agree, but I don't know whether someone's got like the spine to actually stand up against that. Because
I'm not sure. What do you mean? Like, in terms of people walking out, like, what do you think of the changes?
What you saw people like Kevin Smith in this. I think it's a bad look to cancel the Latina actress and stuff like that. You're gonna face.
Nobody gives a fuck what Kevin Smith
I figured that
but that will be a widespread held opinion. Like you saw Spotify and stuff like that happen before. You're going to have walkouts when you start saying, no, you can't put in this in the movie anymore. You're going to have to start.
Zaslav is a money guy.
Yeah.
These
I
are
figure he just wants
ideological
to make one
weirdos.
that makes
He's not
money,
interested
though.
in your ideology. He's interested in money.
But I mean,
yes, but the way you make money is to make a film without ideology in it, and there will be people that want to put it in all the time, and those people will rebel. Both in the journalists.
Like, isn't Blue
Beetle
is still coming out, right?
We'll see.
I think it was like announced that one's still coming out, and I figured that could be interesting.
Well, I'm not sure about because this was cancelled because it was a tax write-off. Now, I've heard some people say that ones like The Flash can't. I don't know enough about American tax law to even comment. But,
right.
Because someone said that if they've been marketing the movie, then you can't. Because it's like essentially as if it's come out kind of thing. I don't know whether.
Yeah,
we could gain some level of profit from the content in some way already, maybe like awareness. But I was just going to say, like, what he needs, the only way he'll survive theoretically then is that we have to get some bangers from his reign, right? With DC, they have to actually release someone.
They need to make a lot of money. That'll be the most important part.
Is he trying to be Kevin Feige, or is he looking to hire?
He wants Kevin Feige. I think he hired a guy who used to work at Marvel to like bring him into DC. He's the CEO of the company. I don't think that he's like involved.
I thought James Gunn was getting into DC as well. Or
he is. He's doing more TV shows. I think Idris Elba recently said that I think he's developing something with DC, like maybe a Deadshot movie. Wait, did I just say fun? God damn it.
Racist.
No, the Bloodsport movie, which could be, I guess I wonder if I think when Batgirl got cancelled, it was like, are you gonna just like cancel and like stop it and be like, all right, we'll release what we've got and then that's it, and then we'll restart again. I don't know if they're gonna restart though, because like, what does it look like with Black Adam? That seems to be they think that film is a bigger deal than it will be, I think.